Hello, you're right. Mr. Stevens here. I just want to take a little bit of time to go through your assessment notification with you. If you missed the explanation in class or you just want something to look back over. So our test is going to happen in week 7 on Tuesday. And what the test is going to be is a series of multiple choice questions that you will actually answer on your MacBooks on Education Perfect. And then you're also going to have some extended response questions that you will write on the test that you're given. The test is going to cover 2 topics. They are here: algebra and equations. And if you want to look in the textbooks for some stuff to revise for these 2 topics, you'll find them in chapters 5 and 9 of the Signpost textbooks. These are our orange ones that we have in class. And you'll also find it in chapters 1 and 2 of the Cambridge textbook, which are the ones that we've been using on iLearn. You will get some revision material for this task, and actually at the end of this video I'm going to go through some of that for you. So just moving down to this section now. As I mentioned, the multiple choice questions will take place on Education Perfect, and you will have some extended response questions that you'll write on your test paper. And it's important to remember that when you are writing your answers, you need to show working out. So that's all the important information you need to know about this document. If you still have any more questions, feel free to ask your class teacher and they'll be happy to help you out. The other thing I want to go through with you, Year 8, is this study guide that we will give you. You'll find a Word document called AT2 Study Guide attached to the assessment notification on iLearn, and your teacher will also give you a paper copy of one of these in class. But I'm going to go through with you now how to use it. There's a little bit of information here at the top of the page that tells you where to find the chapter reviews in the Cambridge textbook. That's important. Everything on this document refers to the Cambridge textbook, okay? That's the one that we get PDFs on iLearn. And the other thing I want to draw your attention to is this second sentence here. I have written out every question in the chapter review and every exercise within the chapter that you need to know something about for your assessment. If there is a question or a chapter that I have not mentioned on this document, you don't need to worry about learning it, okay? Let me tell you how this study guide works. These things here are all the topics that you need to know something about. Okay, and it goes on for 2 pages. And after where the topic is written, you have highlighted in blue the exercise from the textbook that relates to that topic. You have highlighted here in orange the multiple choice questions from the chapter review. And then you have highlighted here in green the short answer questions from the chapter review. There's one box down here that also has a yellow highlight, and that is the extended response questions for the chapter review. Okay, and the way we use this sheet is in each of the boxes, I want you to try and write 2, maybe 3 little tips or tricks that will help you be able to answer a question on that topic. I'm going to show you what I mean here with substitution. So one of the important things to remember with substitution is to replace the letters with the given numbers. That's something really important to remember when we're doing substitution questions. And then what I might also like to put in this box is an example of a substitution question. I'm going to actually do question 3A from the textbook chapter review here for you. When A equals -1, evaluate 8 minus A plus 2A squared. And I'm going to do this example here in the box. 8 minus A plus 2A squared. I'm going to replace all my letters with the given number. And then I'm going to solve the problem. A minus here times a minus becomes a positive. And plus 2 times -1 squared. -1 squared is just 1, times 2 is 2. 8 plus 1 plus 2 is 11. There we go. I've solved an example. I've given myself a little tip to remember. And I reckon if you filled out every single box like this and took some time to memorize the stuff you've put in there, I think you would go a really long way to succeeding in this assessment task. If you want any help filling out the rest of this sheet, feel free to ask your class teacher. We'll all be very happy to help you. Thanks, guys.